To the post-match press conference of the 2025 UEFA Conference League final. I'm joined by Real Betis head coach Manuel Pellegrini. Like yesterday, we have translations in English, Polish, and Spanish. Media, who wants to get us started? Let's go here. And please use the microphone, yeah.
Hola, Manuel. Buenas noches. Isaac.
Well, good evening. What happened to Betis? What the difference between the great first half they played and the second half that they really struggled and Chelsea annihilated them? What happened to the team? Well, we played a great first half. When we scored a goal, we had a couple more clear chances to make it, to score more goals. But then Chelsea in the second half, they were conditioned. Well, we were conditioned by injuries from up there, for example, who was creating a lot of danger on the left side. But that we started seeing a difference in the game there because we couldn't hurt Chelsea anymore. We started being hurt by Chelsea there. So, and we couldn't reverse that.
Hola, Manuel. Buenas noches. Mateo González de ABC. La pregunta doble.
Question is, well, this is a double question. What do you thought about the fan? What do you think about the fans? And I wanted to ask you if this means some kind of learning for the club for subsequent editions. Well, the fans have been incredible. The support for the team has been undeniable the whole time during the game, during the first half, and even after the defeats. So all I can say is thank you. So this is what hurts us the most, not being able to give them this title, which they deserved as fans. And the second question was? What it means for the club. Well, this is going to be a learning stage for the club. Well, no, of course, we've managed to qualify for Europe for the next season, and we try to build our squad in order to be competitive in all the tournaments we play in. And of course, I have to say that injuries today, really cost us trouble. We had a few injured players that couldn't play today, and with a team as powerful as Chelsea, that's always going to be hurtful. No, we are closer to the next edition of the European campaign for Chelsea. Do you think you can reach that final in the Europa League next year? Do you trust your squad? Do you trust Betis to be able to repeat their presence to a European final next year? Well, for Betis, reaching a final and being classified for Europe next year, it's already quite a feat, quite an achievement. So we'll have to work day by day. I don't think we should start thinking about the Europa League final, but we need to structure our squad again in order to be able to compete, like I said, in every competition. But of course, the most powerful the squad, the more chances we have to go far in Europe and just keep being competitive in the league. So we've played a really good season overall. Unfortunately, we couldn't win this final title, and we will start working from tomorrow to try to structure the team for the next season. Mr. Pellegrini, is this a step backwards in the growth of the club, do you think? Can you take any learnings from tonight's final? What can you say to the fans?
Yo creo que tanto los béticos como todo el mundo creo que coinciden en que intentamos dar todo lo que éramos capaces. Hicimos, como dije, un muy buen primer tiempo.
Like I said, we played a really good first half. And in the second half, they were better, and they managed to make the goals that would make them win the final. I think we've played a season, I think a season in which we were qualified for Europe and we played a European final is a step forward, not a step backwards. I'm sure the fans are going to agree with us.
¿Cómo están los futbolistas?
How are the footballers feeling after playing such a good first half and to see the team succumb with such a big difference? I don't know. What's the mood in the dressing room? And maybe towards next season, maybe we should be thinking about reinforcing the defense very much because we have conceded many goals at the end of the season, don't you think? Well, of course, the whole squad is really feeling really bitter. They're not happy at all. We couldn't maintain what we did in the first half. I have to say that Abde and Ricardo Rodriguez being injured cost us a lot of trouble for the second hand. We suffered a lot with Neto and Palmer, two players who play in that sector. So we were causing them trouble with Abde, but he suffered an ankle sprain and we had to substitute him. So reaching a final and playing a final against a rival that was superior to us was really good, but still we should be proud about what the kind of final we played, and the rest is football.
Oh, wait for the mic, please.
Sí, Pepe Lías de Mundo Betis, Mundo Deportivo. Quería preguntarle si cree que la
I'd like to ask you if the key for the game
cada vez que hacía un cambio el Chelsea además aparecía un jugador
were the substitutions. Every time we saw substitution for Chelsea, we saw a player that cost many million euros and etc. And do you think that could be that made the final not be level? We all know the kind of squad that Chelsea has, but I think our two substitutions were due to injury. I have to insist in that. We created quite a lot of trouble through that left-hand side. That's where we scored the goal. But injuries, unfortunately, did not let us keep playing at the same level we were playing before. So we played with this. We reached the final with this squad, and we will try to make an even better squad for next year.
Chelsea shortly. Thank you.
Okay.